Hi, welcome to .NET Insights. I'm David Ramel, and here's what's been happening at my site, Visual Studio Magazine, from the past week. Okay, this week we're talking about OpenClaw, a software project that has effectively set the dev world on fire over the last few months. If you somehow haven't heard, it's a viral open source autonomous agent runtime that allows developers to run a persistent AI assistant locally on their own hardware. Using a local first architecture, it stores memory in Markdown files and connects to various messaging apps like WhatsApp or Slack to execute real-world tasks through a flexible skills system. Originally created by Peter Steinberger as a weekend project, it has become one of the fastest growing repositories in GitHub history, recently surpassing 224,000 stars and shifting toward an independent foundation. As such, I've been experimenting with it in hands-on proof of concept articles to see how it works in our ecosystem, the world of .NET, Visual Studio, and VS Code. Surprisingly, I found that in these early stages, there's not much going on there with OpenClaw. First, there's the article, Hands-on with OpenClaw Node for VS Code, Real Workflow, Real Friction. This was a real-world test, not a toy demo. OpenClaw could read workspace files, apply instructions from a local skill file, and write output back into VS Code. But the bigger story was friction. On Windows, setup, pairing, command naming, quoting, and write-back all felt rough enough that the tool came across more as promising infrastructure than a polished editor experience. Second, there's the article, Can OpenClaw Challenge Copilot in VS Code? This comparison with Copilot was less about speed and more about style. In this proof of concept, OpenClaw delivered broader, more redesign-oriented analysis, while Copilot was tighter on consistency, instruction clarity, and maintainability. So yes, OpenClaw looked competitive in some workflows, but not as a clean, editor-native replacement yet. Finally, there's the article, OpenClaw gets a Microsoft 365 champion, while VS Code tooling stays nascent. Microsoft's OpenClaw momentum appears to be forming around Microsoft 365 and Teams, not developer tooling. The article argues that OpenClaw's gateway-first architecture makes that workplace agent story feel more mature, while VS Code support still looks early, bridge-like, and short on the kind of seamless workflow developers expect. Stay tuned, though. This open-source project has taken the dev world by storm, and there's got to be a bigger story coming in our little corner of the software development world. Stay tuned for next week's news recap, and thanks for watching.